Hi everybody, I am Lady Stars on Fire. My real name is Michelle Espinosa. This is your weekly healing messages for June 2nd through the 11th. Now, as you notice, I've kind of just pulled over on the side of the road to give you these weekly healing messages. That's just the way that it came into me from Spirit this week, so I'm being told more or less pull over and do it right now, so that's what I'm doing. I haven't exactly had a chance to fully look at the chart, the astrology chart. I will go back, and if there's anything super important that's not being covered in what I'm talking about, I will go back out and post it and put it into social media so that you can see that. But like I said, I had a feeling that the healing messages were going to be shifting and changing somehow, and you see that's exactly what's happening. I am being given by Spirit right off the bat. This is for the 2nd. Maybe it also has something special to do with the 6th because I keep being given the 6th now. Oh, no, I already know what that means. But it may also have something to do with some of you, for whoever it is I'm channeling also, that may have something to do with directly on the date of the 6th. But this is for the 2nd through the 11th. Now, I am first off being told, this kind of energy with the new moon coming in on the 3rd in Gemini is definitely for new beginnings, new goals, new directions, new starts. And it is wonderful for that energy, but it's more than a regular new moon in Gemini. This is talking about communication. And with that communication, it is directing a new start, and I do mean directing. For some of you, you are in a position where the new goals and the new beginnings are actually starting to begin. But for some of you, this is directly just shifting the direction, because I am being reminded before I go into anything else for this week's healing messages that do not forget that eclipse season is incoming, and do not forget that the Lion's Gate is incoming. And this is exactly why, for some of you, this is just shifting into the brand new direction so that you can start following the proper intuitions and really start to build that direction and its power and its speed. So some of you with this I started to say new beginning, which it probably is, but with the new moon, it's bringing the direction more than the actual manifestation at that time. Now let me explain. Some of you, you're already at that point, and that's a glorious thing, but several are not quite at that point, is what's being explained to me. What I am being given from Spirit is, yes, this is kind of like a redo time, but remember, sometimes a redo is just a chance to go back and get shit off your chest. Sometimes it's just a chance to clear the air and get it out of the way so that, it's no longer weighing you down and holding you in suspension is basically what I'm getting. Because I see the hangman here, which is more or less being held in suspension while they're figuring it out. This is a redo, but that does not mean that all things are meant to be redone. Doesn't mean that they're meant to restart. Sometimes it's just to go back, clear out the air, get it off your chest, and move forward. This is about communication. I am being told that Spirit is explaining with that redo, what is happening is, for all intents and purposes, you're learning how to find a new level of confidence, a new level of strength, power, and authority. This is, like I've been saying for a long time, we're coming into a new understanding of what authentic self is. And as we start to move into coming closer to that authentic self, we are actually also, in truth, in spirit, we are starting to go back and reclaim our spiritual armor, so to speak, is what Spirit explains. They are telling me that this week there I go again, I'm hearing the 6th, but that might have to do with some specific people. But from the 2nd through the 11th, I am being given by Spirit, first off, Resh. Resh in Hebrew stands for the punishment, or more or less like the punishment or the prize, the punishment or the blessing. It is also considered, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone against my car. If you look into it as far as the tarot cards mean, rush would also be equal to the sun card. This means the sun is bringing in a brand new beginning, a brand new happy start. So this is a glorious thing. But for some of you, I am being given it as rush instead of the tarot card of the sun, because rush in Hebrew speaks to us, like I said, of the blessing or the punishment. Every single day, you are given an opportunity to choose to take that day and turn it into a blessing or a punishment. Choose wisely, they say. This is very important to the manifestation that you will be building. Whether it's because you're starting the new goals, the new direction, the new beginnings at this time through the new moon, or if it's just the new direction that you're trying to spin yourself into, so that in the future, as you come closer to the eclipse season and the Lion's Gate, you are actually able to truly manifest it into tangible reality. So the Resh speaks to us right off the bat of choose the sun, choose the light, and make sure that you are turning it into a blessing. Do not get in your head and turn it into a punishment, because the powers that are coming through this week definitely are the North Node and the South Node, which is always in opposition. But they are coming in contact with Saturn, Pluto, in Capricorn, and then with Mars and Jera with the North Node also in Cancer. So this is definitely bringing fire energy. But what I'm getting is, for like the fire elements, the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, this is not just a typical fire element. This is where, the best way of me putting it, the way they explain it, is this is like lightning power coming in, and the strength of lightning power and what you choose to do with it. So it really is important for you to connect with the blessing, not the punishment, because in the long run, it will screw up your manifestation. They give me the trident, which is the staff of the gods, or the scepter of the gods. And when I am being given the staff or the scepter, that means I am either dealing with Poseidon or I am dealing with Lord Shiva. So this has to do with dealing with your underwaters, dealing with the underwaters from within inside of you, into the depths of within inside of you, and sifting through that, because that would be Poseidon working through your inner healing and your inner energies. And whether it is flooding and hurting you, or whether it is, calm and healing waters. So this is making sure that you understand your actions at this time is key. Make every single bit of importance to everything that you are choosing to do. But it also connects me to Lord Shiva, which means this is a destruction for construction. And we've been seeing this for a long time. But this means the two gods are coming together and giving me the trident at this time. At this time, I'm also being shown 4. The 4 stands for the things that you cannot change. You must work with this energy. You cannot not. If you work against this energy, you are only harming yourself. So this is what I'm saying. Some of the time, this is about, depending where you are on your path, just shifting to a new direction and starting to put that direction into manifestation. Some of you are already at the manifestation part, and then it's able to start pulling it in. But this is why I'm being reminded again, this has everything to do with remembering you're coming into eclipse season and the Lion Gate. So some of that is still stuff that you have to work with, because the 4 is things that you cannot change. This is the energy that is bigger than you. This is, when I see the 4, it means the 4 elements, the 4 directions. These are things that are unmovable. So this is bigger than you. But I'm sorry, I have an itch. I'm also being given 161. And for me, that means manifestation of harmony is needed first. This is why it's coming in during this new moon and after it. It is about creating harmony, which is bringing our frequencies together into a manifestation, because then I am being given the alpha and the beta Like I said, I was being given a lot of stuff from Spirit. I'm being given the Alpha and the Beta, which also connects me to the Magician and the Tarot cards. Meaning, the Alpha and the Beta. The Beta is what is able to create the manifestation, which is the Magician. However, if it is not connected to the Alpha, it will manifest nothing. So this is why, depends on what your connection is. It takes you right back to the beginning of what I was being given. The Rush and the Sun card is, are you seeing everything in your life as a blessing or as a punishment? You have a choice every single day of your life to choose. Choose wisely. I love you guys. And if you do want to know a little bit more about your own personal astrology, your own personal situations, please check out, I am now doing tarot readings with astrology and spirit. I'm calling it Homework Family, and you can only get it on YouTube. So please check, the link that goes with this video, because you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel for all zodiac signs. I've already got out June 1st through the 15th. I will be I will be videoing the 15th through the 31st of June. In the next few days, I'll start videoing it. But you can always go back and check out directly a little bit more to your specific zodiac signs. Please check out Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it will help you with all of that information. Plus, I cover a little bit of astrology. I give you what Spirit gives me, and I hit the tarot all in these readings. So, Homework Family, and subscribe today. Also, if you enjoy our weekly show, Otherland Dreams, on FXBG Public Radio with me and the Hill Hippie, please check it out. It's every Tuesday night at 10:30 live, or subscribe anywhere that podcasts are provided. I love you, and I wish you only blessings. Bye, everybody.